Hello, everyone. Doing a quick. I like recording. Doing a little quick self-made mission here. Set everything up my beforehand, and it's to capture these areas. One here and one here, meaning this one. We have SAMs in these areas. SA2s. I think it's pretty dark. So we'll have to hit those. We have a boat there. I forgot what it had here. Huh. Anyways, and then you have a like a radio tower here we have to capture. The purpose of you get to first take out the SAMs. SAMs are the main concern. So there's two SAM sites, one there and in this area there's two SAM sites. One there. Where'd the other one go? Oh well. I guess there's just one. There's a SAM site there, and then another SAM site over here. I'm gonna make another SAM site because yeah. And there's a SAM site here. I didn't put another one over there because I was like, why would they tow a SAM site in the middle of their own rice fields? It kind of ruins it. Uh, they have reinforcement transports. This is pretty easy to make. I'll show you how to do that very fast. So you want to select a helicopter, form, say transport, okay? Did I? Oh yeah, I messed up. Oh well. uh, and you'll give it a waypoint. You'll tell it to hold. And this is what people do wrong. Sometimes, a lot of times I see you want them to take off. So you want them to hold, right? You click the hold. Now the hold, you want to force hold fire. Force hold fire. Careless. It doesn't matter what speed he's at. I'm going to make him go normal. And then you will set the time limit. Now, time dictates how long he's going to be waiting on the ground. Okay? So, say, for example, 120 seconds. And you have to put that in all these brackets. So he's going to be sitting there for a while. Okay? So we have all those. And then what you do is you take your people, whoever you want in there, your troops, and you put them in. These don't really hold a whole lot. But with them, let's see, yeah, that they're in there, so they're holding. They're just kind of waiting. Now with this one, say like they're waiting on this guy, okay? So like that's what's going on. I got to look at how many people they can actually hold. That's kind of Uh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. Okay. So you go to your guys. Everyone else is normal soldiers. So say these guys will be DATCOM. We'll have a machine gunner. Actually, first let's see. Where's the officer? We'll have an officer, a machine gunner, a medic, because medic is important. A Type 1 rifleman, and a grenadier. An SKS. Now these guys, you want to click them. You want to tell them to. That's pretty easy. Get in the vehicle. Okay, and once they're in, you would click that vehicle. Say like, I'm actually gonna, oops. I don't know why it's doing that. I'm gonna sync to it. Oh no, that was right. I do want to go to him. And once you have that, you select all these transports. Actually, I did mess up. Okay. So I'm going to go back. Delete all that. And I'm going to just do this over again. So bear with me here. This will be pretty simple. Watch this. I just do that. It's not what I wanted. Fine. It's going to be a little difficult. And this is pretty easy to watch if you just 120 that, copy it, bam. I keep closing it without actually doing the time. You can have any time. You can have 60 minutes. You can. It's in minute or the increments that is measured in is seconds. So 60, 120, 180, etc. And you want to copy these guys, right? You want to paste. Paste. You go get in. You go get in. Now you want to group to this chopper. This is important. If you don't want to wait forever and to tell each one of these guys, you just group them just like that, and they'll have all of them. So then, maps. So these are your reinforcements, right? And since I'm going to be over here anyways, because I have to make another SAM site, you can tell these guys to go looking for a good landing zone. We'll tell them to move over here. Now you use your advanced modules there. You want them to land. Oh shit, I forgot some. Actually, forget that. Don't have them land yet. You see this marker? Move. Blah blah blah. You know. Now you want a helipad. The particular one you want, and this will do this with any of these helipads too, even if it's this helipad right there. Okay. You want a invisible helipad. You want a helipad for each one of the invisible helipad for each one of the helicopters. So say here, try to give them some space. Because is, you know, here and here. Okay. Now grab your move marker. Now tell them to land. Dang it. I don't know if it'll work with multiple selected like that. I've never actually tried that, so I'm gonna just go. What are you doing? You know what? We're gonna delete those. I mean, those markers are still there, so they're still good. Yeah, because I have to. I didn't think about that. I don't know if I've never tried them all. That's easy enough to fix. Just you can just do this. I'll show you an easy way to do this. Get the helicopter there. Forceful fire. Careless. Fly formation. Now, select all of it. Copy. Paste. And paste. My eyes seem to have adjusted. Get in vehicle. Get in vehicle. Vehicle. I don't know how to zoom in on map fast. Sorry. And now with these guys, yeah, we'll do this. We will make them move. You don't have to worry about doing this like this. The entire reason the helicopters have a timed thing is so you've already told these guys to get in this helicopter, right? Once they get in, they'll stay in the helicopter and until they're told to get out. The helicopter get up and lift. If you want to make sure that they don't actually get out sooner, you can just make the time shorter. See, like if you're really worried about it. It's probably easier way to even do this. But this is the surefire way that I've got this to work every single time for them to transport the AI transport AI troops into the AO. Now, when you go back over here, this is the part that's actually important that I was trying to show, and then I was like, I might want to make sure to do this in a way that I know for a fact will work. Invisible helipad. by the time they get over here, hopefully the SAMs will be destroyed. We'll take care of that. We'll actually put invisible helipad right there, right on the helipad itself, the actual one. You want to make sure that this isn't a wide open area. They're not gonna, do one there. They're gonna, hit something doing there. Now, when you come back over here, you want to select the helicopter, your waypoint, and you want to do land. Then when you do land, you want to select the invisible helipad. I'm going to be a little chaotic and have them cross paths with each other for whatever reason. Now the land is important. And I actually want an opportunity to destroy these. But, oops. We want them to stay on the ground for a second. Okay? After you do that, you want transport unload. Because it's going to force them out. You want that, put that right on top of that land. Because if you don't, the helicopter will lift up and try to move. And it might get spooked by, combat and start flying off with the guys in it. You want the guys to get out. Transport and load. I mean, when it lands, you want them to get out when it's already landed. If you shoot it down before it lands, and they're still in it, that's all right. Transport, unload. That's going to be the same thing for all these, every one of these. Oops. Yeah, see, okay. And then you want them to tell them to move way over there, because then that makes them take off again. And they'll take off without the AI. At this point, once they're unloaded, they will take off without the AI. You don't have to worry about that. So once they unload, they will unload the troops, okay? And what will happen is those troops will automatically be kicked out of the vehicle, and it'll take them a sec for the game logic to kick in. Once the game logic kicks in, they'll say, "Oh, hey, wait, we have not, now that we're out," they will actually proceed with their last move order they got after they got in the heli. So if you tell them to move over here and hold in here, those steps are going to look like get in the heli, and before you put them in the action, then it'll look like get in the heli, and then move here or hold here, garrison here, and then the heli will move over here. It'll kick those guys out. I might even show you on the airfield. just for the hell of it. The airflow I made for myself. They'll be kicked out, and then they'll move to the waypoint you gave them after telling them to get in the heli, which was like over here, right? And I'm just going to show you very fast how to set this. SAM up, and this time I'm going to do it in a really kind of weird area. You do have a flashlight in this. Do you notice that? Like, turn it off. I like night vision. I can kind of see a little better. Okay. It's going to be under PAVN Anti-Aircraft 68. If you look at 65 and the Marines, they don't have it. 68 does. And what you're going to be looking for is you're going to be looking for the found song radar. I'm trying to say it right, but I probably butchered it. Oh well. And the radar you're going to want to put here, okay? And then you're going to want the SA2s. I don't know how many SA2s you can lay down. I've never actually tested that. I'll test it here later. Okay, so say that there's missile here, missile here, missile here. You want ZPU, a couple of ZPUs. And we'll do one here, you know, and like one there. And then to make it legit, like it looks like in the game, you're gonna want a PR11AM transport. You want to click place place vehicle without crew. Bam, there. Okay, that's it. That's your SAM site configuration. And I'm not sure how many of these you can have. These missiles you can have set up. Yeah, see, and your Zeus is acts like he actually has a vision. And I'll show you what I did. Oh, 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 it's lagging. My internet's being weird. Okay, and now you have these guys. This is a module, a CBA module. I've told them to patrol, and you can tell them the radius you want to patrol is it's going to be a 60-meter radius. How many waypoints is in that radius? I said 8, and it's just you want them all to be moving, behave they're aware. They're going to open fire if they see enemy at normal speed formation. You know what I'm at it. I can probably tell these guys to defend, but I garrisoned them. I garrisoned them. So if you tell these guys to defend with the CBA module, sometimes they see if you tell them to defend this little area, sometimes they have a very slight chance of wandering out and patrolling around the area instead of actually like garrisoning up like I actually want them to. I want to stay inside the area for, you know, the most casualties possible. And I set up lights on the runway just for the hell of it. Something I did, is the found song radar. Guy. Oh yeah, yeah, I marked the area in the map. So if you look at my um, map, give me a sec. You can mark out where your safe zone is, and that's pretty easy to do. You just go F6 areas rectangle, and when you do your rectangle, say like your rectangle is here, okay? Now you can double click that, and we go down and it'll say brush. You can do solid nano transparent, and it'll just, you see it'll be blacked out. So like if you want them to look at the map and this area is top secret, put that. Or you can do a border, for example. Say that's their area of operation they have to stay in. You can make this red, and you can just fill this entire area with AA or bombs or something. All right, like the particular solid, and on the color, say you can do red for the anime for like that's a restricted zone. Uh, blue for op for independent. You can make it a civilian. Say that's a civilian zone. No, you can make it whatever you want. They, for some reason, they have an unknown side in this. That's the unknown color. But when you don't have an unknown faction, it'd be kind of funny to make that. But you have all these colors. You can make this, and you can do this in vegetation, whatever you want to do. Um, it's just whatever. And I am gonna show you what I meant. So the camera's there. So like, if you don't have to. The fan song radar can be used. Um, if you want the radar, particular radar to be like fan song radar, the fan song radar comes with two people in it, two AI. You see how that's static, right? And then if you come over here, static, okay? All these are static. It's very, very simple to make this, any of these, that color. See, like, it's captured, whatever, in one piece. You would go to whoever you want in it. Doesn't matter. Natto. I'm going to do Mag P. We're going to do, oops, wrong one. Navy. You want to put two of these down. And these guys are going to go in here. Bow. And then you just sink. Just to make sure it's working. I don't know why I'm doing cruise ships, but And now this guy should direct these missiles to engage off 4. Oops. Unfortunately, how this works is in the game logic. I don't know why I didn't put someone in that quad mount. You know what? We're gonna make it easy for us. Yeah, I messed up there, didn't I? Quad mount. Place with guys. Bam, bam, and bam. And I've done this way before, and it has worked. I don't know if that means it will work again, because if you come over again, if you come over here and you look at the SAM site I placed out over here, those missiles are red. So I don't know if you have to place a person in it, because before it worked. I'm gonna try to place a person in it. Oh, I'm just gonna make them army. Huh? Yeah, you have to put a person in it. I didn't realize that before. Of course, I was using another. Huh? That might have been why they didn't fire right. I'm kind of stupid, ain't it? I kind of freaked out. I was like, "What the hell? They're supposed to work." And there's the save. Now you see, it's a captured SAM site, and now you can use it to hurt the other side. And I've done some modern aircraft as well, just because I want to see the actual physical difference. I'm not gonna bore you guys with the whole make you sit this entire freaking video and watch me try every single one of these aircraft. I mean, I'll post another video of me trying all the aircraft, but it's not something I particularly want you to sit through. We'll do this real simple, okay? We'll do that over here. So again, you want your helicopters. These, you get the full list and the Army helicopter list. We're going to do an Army Chinook. And again, you want them to hold. And these ones, I'm not going to make this one hold a whole lot, because I want it to hurry up, you know? Force hold fire, careless. Now you want to do this anyways. And this one I'm going to make 20 seconds. I want all of them to get in though. So we'll do 30 seconds. just for the hell of it. That's done, right? And now once that's done, I'm gonna just do it like this. Move. He's gonna go up, 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 up. He's gonna come way over here. He's gonna go way over here. Your middle helipad is gonna be over here. And then again, land at the middle helipad. And transport, unload. This should work. It's worked. It's worked yesterday when I was messing around. Transport unload. What can I give him? We're gonna give him 30 seconds to get out the damn helicopter. If they don't get out in 30 seconds, he will start lifting off and they'll drop out like little jumping beans. I don't know. And these guys are just gonna be full on freaking platoon. It'll go quicker if you place them right at the back of the helicopter. Now you want them to get in the vehicle. And once they're in, when they get kicked out, you will want them to, oops, the computer didn't like something I do and the screen turned off. You will want them to say, oop, move here and then make them wander off into the forest. And then they'll move back over here and then, oops, come across the runway. And then garrison in that little area. I have a couple things too here for you need them alive. To make this work, if I go down, I want a transport to come get me, take me back to base. I don't want to, if I'm still alive, I don't want to respawn. You can do that with alive. That's pretty easy to do. The live module. Not sure what it's doing. A live module. Player combat support. You want to, this right here is an item that a player has to use the online, or the alive module. So I put compass. Transport respawn. How many times transport can come get you, come back to base? That's a spawn for it. I put 100. Respawn time 1 minute. You have to wait 1 minute until it's ready to respawn. Audio, yes. Sling low, no. And then player combat support for transport. Air transport. That's the call sign I made it. The vehicle type. I'll show you how to get that. Vehicle type right here. It says it on the bottom. If you want your vehicle type though in game, or vehicle type though, log classes clipboard. you will want to put that in vehicle type. That's the vehicle type that will come get you. Sling loading, no, it's pretty self-explanatory. Now, I'm in Zeus for, I'm in Zeus just because I want to be in Zeus. So I can kind of peek around. I have other transports that are coming to paradrop troops, and that uses the RHS waypoint. You'll want to put your parachute marker actually, like if you want them to paratroop, say, or paradrop on this right here, you'll want to set your waypoint further back, like here, and then hopefully it flies in a line and, does what it's supposed to do. And then as Zeus, if players were gonna play this mission, I would want them to be immersed. I'm drinking coffee. I would want them to be immersed in the game. Oh, Zeus is up here. Oh, that's what I was gonna do. Okay. Well, Zeus is up there. That's a player down here, so I can go into Zeus and take control of him. I made it so he can respawn. So all these vehicles will respawn once they're down. And if I want logistical support for them, which I do, because I do not want them to crash and burn and then not be able to come back. That's pretty easy to make. You just do, again, Bro Nation uses a rescue thing like this to for helicopters. For aircraft, I'm going to make it the same thing. And now it'd be systems. Not CB8 marshals. Fire drills. You have intel you can put down too. And intel is pretty easy. I just have to remember how to do that. See, advanced patrols. You have some pretty cool ones. You make it so they can actually loot items in the house. What was the other one that was pretty funny? That's actually really handy. Flip over to overturn vehicles. Kill punishment. What that means is, say you have a civilian and you don't want them killing them, you can make it so that if they kill them, they get punished. I think it's advanced logistics. Let me just make sure. Yeah, advanced logistics. This tells you what it does. Right? Oh, it's aircraft master arm, actually. You'll want to, okay, so this one I can, That one I can delete. You want to sync that to that, and it should work so that when you pull up on it, you can reload. Yeah, okay, now what I was saying is, as a Zeus, I like to do, if I was Zeusing, or a curator, as they call it, in Bronation, immersion is a big thing for me. Because you have people that will want to be like, even though they spawn down here, right? And they have no reason to go up there. Say like they have all these vehicles to choose from, and they can go do whatever they want to do. They will still wander up into the tower. So what I do, make it immersive. Ignore the, this is a mixed era thing I'm doing. It's like, yeah, you have a telephone here. They can call out from, the fans to cool off people. Fire extinguisher, fire. Typewriter to keep, for this guy to keep track of all the little notes. You have a radio that he can talk to people. Uh, a backup radio he can talk to people around here on the ground, soldiers. You have the big radio where he can actually talk to the aircraft coming in. The little notepad, keep track of the notepad. This one will also talk to when they're on the ground. Notepad will keep track of flight path, all that. A map so he can make flight paths on the map. Tell him where to go, where the zones are captured or restricted or too dangerous, stuff like that. Just for the hell of it, just because I was bored and wanted to show off a little, show off, my skill at making things. I made a general's, or it wouldn't be a general, would it? I mean, if the invasion was starting and it's maybe the first lieutenant, an officer, all the higher ups would kind of hang out here. So right now, I'm just gonna say it's a general. You all go trash, and I'm just gonna show that off. Ooh, teapot, he's cooking. Little napkins, his plate, he's ready to go. Yeah, he's cooking. See, coal stove. Ignore the plant. The sink to wash his dishes in. I do what I can with ArmA. I should have made him a little. I'll make him a little officer, a little higher up outfit later. Map board of a map of the board. A map he can see that he doesn't have to draw on, so don't mess it up. Now this is a canteen, phone, so he can call out. But this is actually the correct tape recorder for the era. And you get that under unsung. And if you look at tape, if you look at tape, recorder. Oops. Yeah, I'll show you. Go down. Huh. I swear I have it loaded. Ooh. My screen likes to flicker on me a bit. It's a Vietnam object and instructions. If you go, bear with me. maybe it's on the cassette. Yes, cassette player. If you look at a cassette player, that's their cassette player. That's the Mac V SOG cassette player. If you look at this, that's the tape recorder, and that is the unsung version. And this is the SOG version. If you go online, let's watch a video to make sure I did it right. Oops. And I said yes. Battery power called into the field. But that's not how it looked. Or that is how it looked. Huh. Damn it, and I got rid of mine. Dude, I should have kept mine. Mine was like, huh, I thought it would be like, mine actually looks exactly like this. Just, looks, pixelated. Anyways, yeah, see, and they just, immersion. You want to make sure they're merged. They have their, oh, great, someone's shooting outside. Go none. Hmm. Yeah, Sergeant First Class in charge of the entire field. Pacific, private first class. I want one that has a first sergeant, first lieutenant, major. I want one that actually has the sergeant major insignia. Hmm. We'll just do Colonel. We'll do that. Give us some shit. Okay, there we go. At least he's decent looking for a higher up. Look at all file cabinets. Yeah, make it immersive. Radio, couple radios to talk to people. He has some shades for himself. Look, he can make intel, right? So he has the knife, a photo of it to confirm that Viet Cong are in the area. So some surveillance photos. He's ready to go with the pistol if anyone nefarious. Pistol for one hand, knife for the other. In case someone nefarious walks in, a little compass so you can brain fart. Damn. That stinks. Land nav. Land navigate. Plan a little bit on the. Look, I even got it right in the right direction. This is actually really accurate. If you look at the compass really close up in this, it's fully animated, like numbers and everything. So I found that was actually awesome. Make some immersion here. He have a group of his guys, some files, other photos, stuff like that. His own little private room, you know, make it nice. If you want to stick around for action, you can do that too. Multiplayer tributes. That's what I forgot to do. I guess like the game type too. Huh. You have respawn tickets. Okay, well, here we go. Oh shit, I should have done it and play in multiplayer. Oh well. Oh, I'll just exit and do it again. Re-enter it. It's gonna take a sec to load, I guess. Ignore that. It's does stupid errors. Error message, but it will still work sometimes. It's like, yeah. Oops. Looks like the table flipped up. I'm gonna do one quick run in the AH-1Z. Take out the radar so that the transports can get into paradrop and maybe stick around to watch them do that. I'm just gonna show you what I got. I got the Spooky 2. None of these I'm piloting. None of these big ones. It's just to show you what I can get. F-105. This one I like. The Blue Angel A4. That is a good looking plane. You got the Thumper or the Sky Raider. Tons of CAS. The A7 Corsair. Sky Warrior. The Spooky. I have two versions of the Spooky actually. Where's the other one? So the difference being where the guns are positioned. The C-130J. The Harrier, AV-8 Harrier, AV-8B Harrier. Osprey. Got some cool shit. F-35 Lightning B stealth version doesn't have external pylons. The Brigadier Run, well, it's still stealth. It's just the radar signature is larger because the radar is actually returning off the things on the pylon instead of the plane, but there's still ways to get it. The AC-130 Black Hognose library, because yes, all the yes. A4 fan, the F4E Phantom. The A10 is one of my favorite planes because fucking grew up. That's who I grew up around the grunts of the military. So the ground pounders, as they call them, boots on the ground. The A10 is just a freaking godsend if you're in some heavy contact. F-100 Sabre, the Super Sabre, F-111 Aardvark, a very ugly plane to be honest. Still a great plane. All aircraft are good aircraft. Well, I shouldn't say that. E2A Skyhawk, the A747. Oh, is that the other one? I gotta check the side. Yes, it is. Okay, so the difference, I'm going to night vision so you can see what the difference is gun position. This A47 version of the A47, which is, I think, the unsung version, has the guns here in the windows, and this other A47 here, the A47D, has two guns in the rear window and then one in the in that troop in the larger opening. And it has 6 windows. And this one has 6 windows too. But you see the influence of what that is. You know, the T41. Oh, come on, dude. Get your eyes to adjust. T41 Mescardero. It's basically a Cessna with rockets or some small. It's an observation plane, is what it was made for. Same as, see, there's a difference. The Cessna here was made as the original Cessna body like this is made as a observer aircraft, intelligence gathering, etc. This is a, believe it or not, this prop plane, the Sky Raider, is a more of a, I mean, it can do observation and stuff, but it's actually made for close air support of troops. It was made for close air support of troops. So you'd have the the helicopters and stuff flying around, and then you had the jets that were, and then you had this, which was um, it had its place. Um, I don't, I haven't, I don't know. I think it had its place. I don't want to say that it was in between the helicopters and jets, but it did. It was, you know, there. And this one was the This one's also another observation plane. Was the Bronco? There actually, I'm gonna. There is an actual foot. Believe it or not, I think it was an F-16 got into a dogfight with a Bronco in South America during a coup very recently. Well, I shouldn't say recently, like maybe like 10, 15 years ago. The heavy lifter H-21B Workhorse. This is a very Vietnam era helicopter. You have a Korean helicopters because I had to, and this one is the AH-13, which means it has miniguns on it. Look at this, the little machine guns, mini machine guns. You got the Super Green Giant, the HH-53B. Yeah, of course you have all these other, the regular Vietnam aircraft, the H-1G Cobra, the OH-6 Cayuse, the Iroquois, and the Iroquois Heavy Hog. And then on this side, of course, you have a couple of Hueys. The Guns a Go-Go Huey. You have the AH-1Z Cobra. The AH-1Z. I thought the last name was, maybe it's a Viper. No, the Viper looks different. It is called the Viper. I actually got that right. I never got that right. I keep calling it a Cobra. It's not a Cobra. The difference between, well, there's a lot of differences, but you can see the influence if you zoom in, night vision, the line, so you can see the lines of this helicopter. And then you come over here and look at the lines of this helicopter. They're very, the Cobra was the influence, I believe, for the Viper. That's what I personally believe. I don't know if that's true. It's just they look too much alike. The A100 or the AT-10 Thunderbolt, and then you have the that's not a little bird. You have these modern Hueys, UH-1Y, and the UH-1Y with a gun on it. And these ones are actually, the doors can open and close. You have one in the Prairie Fire. I think it's the Unsung, actually, that the Hueys can close the door. This is the actual Little Bird. The OH-6 is not the Little Bird, even though a lot of people mistakenly call it the Little Bird. Cayuse. Cayuse. Little Bird. Little Bird. And this is the Night Stalker version. Night Stalkers being an elite special forces group who yeah, who are badass. The UH-60M Black Hawk, or as I've heard some military call it, the Crash Hawk. And then the CH-47, the modern. CH-47 is the modern one. You have so many damn numbers. And I got another Apache, H-64B, loaded for just chaos. Come over here, all these vehicles, which are very cool. Water canisters, a firefighting thing, a Spec Ops, or a commando patrol vehicle, which is actually freaking cool looking. Now, why don't we make it daytime so you can actually fucking see what I'm talking about? And you have this. These are unsung. This one's cool. The Sheridan. I like to look at the fucking size of the main gun, dude. It just looks beastly. An armored flamethrower. An engineer version of the which I like. I like that little shovel that can just move shit out the way. The unsung version of the mutt. The 3/4 ton, and then you have the half-ton truck. And then you got, I'm trying to move in the back. F-35. That's not the F. That's one. That's the F-35. With the special library. Another A-10, because I am partial. F-22 Raptor. Ooh, oh, oh, oh. Come on. F-15 Slam Eagle. F-18 Super Hornet. Yeah. Yep. Thank you. I'm gonna save just in case. Got some drones. The Greyhawk. The Sentinel. When you have F-15 X Eagle. 2. And then you have the F-15 Strike Eagle. Yeah. It's pretty much my vehicle showcase. And I'll do another video of me actually engaging shit with the aircraft. I think that way I'll save this the time on this one. They also have a anti-aircraft gun with a fucking a truck with like a minigun on it, so that's pretty cool. And now I will show. I need to make sure one of my guys here has a because this guy is a pilot. He's a parachute on him. And then I'm going to do a more modern guy. As much as people might hate that. A drone operator. Because you need a drone operator to actually operate these drones, and they only operate in a certain area of effect, like air. You know what I mean? Range. They only have a certain range. There's my UA5 operator. Or I don't know why I fucking said that. And then make sure he has what he needs. Make sure he has the UAV backpack. He will need the UAV terminal. Yes, yes. I'm gonna make him look cool. Oh no! Oh, Spec Ops, yes. Make a Spec Ops dude too. You can't tell I love this damn game. That makes it so he can respond. And then a custom dude. Oh yeah, I have woman soldiers too. It's a mod. It is a mod. Yeah, let's just let's piss off the the SOG squad over there and stick them with a modern woman soldier. Yeah, see, I'm not. I'm not. Nope. Let's not produce a woman. Not happening. Do you know what? I just look. Okay, so you lay down the auto rifle. And then, where's the machine gun? Lay down the heavy gunner. They are very similar. Though I prefer the auto rifle. It's a little more. eh, Actually, you know what? Fuck it. So we're gonna make this dude look absolutely beastly. Where's my Halo stuff? Oh, I don't have any Halo. I'm gonna showcase my Halo crap later. What color is that? Nah, I'm gonna go drip. The backpack is gonna have to be quite interesting. He's gonna need a heavy backpack too. Oh, an assault pack. That's just what I need. What's it? 3-day backpack. What's the difference? I mean, size-wise. It's a mold backpack. The mold backpack's bigger. Huh. I don't know if I like that. I'll do that one instead. Vest. Oh, I like the scout though. Ugh. With the pistol right there on the chest. Easy access. Yeah, this will be the end of the video. Once I make this guy and link him to the respawn, I'll end it. Actually, I'll do the dogfight at the end. If you stuck around to the end, you get to see that dogfight of the Bronco versus or the M16 versus the F16 versus the Bronco. I need more coffee. I don't know what I'm doing. I was gonna make a spec ops guy. This Spec Ops knows you do not want this. The whole purpose of a balaclava is to break up your facial lining so you blend into the environment better. Balaclava, that's what I mean. Originally, it's just to keep your face warm. It all starts with the beast of a helmet. Huh? Skull cap. What's the protector helmet? I'm getting that video ready too. Hmm. I want to protect against EMPs and shit. Yes, you get to sit here and be bored and watch them make this stupid video. At their thing. I want it to look a certain way. Huh. It's more like a advanced pilot's helmet kind of look. I just want the black and mask. I don't want a freaking there we go. It is a pilot's helmet. It looks cool as shit though. If you stick there this till the end, you get to see the video. I'm not putting it in the description though. I was gonna put, dark fight at the end, but nope, nope. Not gonna let you fast forward to that. You'll have to be watching it all until this point. I know, I'm a little weird, sorry. I just want it to look a certain way. I'll have to do. I can't do music either because YouTube. There you go. That'll have to do. Now ammo. Grenades. Multi-flash. We'll do 3. Two TNT grenades. There's gonna be big booms. Five frags. Couple high visibility red. Couple green. This probably needs some smokes. Smoke grenades. Forgot about explosives. Get more breaching charge. Helmet counterweights. Dude, that's cool. Yeah, with the cameras, you can actually attach those to the helmet, I think. I don't know which one, though. Contour Rome. Let's just do that. Zip ties. Haha. blue forward transponder. IR strobe. Of course, a couple medkits. Oh yeah, I need to chose the wrong thing. Contour roam is not, it's the helmet camera. I'll have to take something off. Oh well. Do an entrenching tool. Helmet cam. Do I have medical? I want to make sure I got the medical. Because, yeah. There's a med kit. Yeah, I got first aid. Okay. Probably thinking weird they have medikits. 17. Oops, it froze. And oranges. Oh yeah. Oop, oop. I forgot something. Oh, it doesn't have my freaking Maybe it does. I just missed it. Nope. So I'm gonna have to do it another one. Okay, let's EVA black because I want to make sure that this gun has. Yep, it does. It has what I want. Okay. Because I accidentally fucked up. That's the one I want to be player with. And now we're gonna environment. And I'll do a video on how that actually all works here in a sec. I'll do another video because I've been doing it, filming for way too long. It's been like 2 hours. Okay, well, I want to watch something with you. Oh, what's Venezuela? 1992. Okay, give me a sec to get extra coffee, and then I'll come back and watch this with you. Alright, I am back. Venezuela. This is during a coup. This is for educational purposes only. Bronco versus F-16. Actual dogfight.
Ahí va, Mario. Ok. Esta es la toma del avión Bronco derribado por un F-16. El tipo se salvó.
That's all. See you in the next one.